thank you for taking me out to dinner. It may seem a little strange to go on a date with a coworker, but you were so happy despite that. It makes me feel different. I am very fortunate to be eating with you. I don't feel that way often, so I appreciate your affection. Yes, I agree. The bistro is quite romantic. The homely atmosphere makes it very comforting. In the future, I may return here, even if you're not around. Oh, you are very forward with your request? If that is the case, then yes, I shall accompany you to future dates. Your presence will be nice to have rather than going alone. I may not be too familiar with romantic gestures, but after a date, it is common to bring a partner back home with you, correct? If so, I'd be willing to stay at your place for the night. I see. So you're open to the idea. This will be quite an interesting experience for me. I have never stayed at another person's home for the night, though I trust you'll take very good care of me. You are asking why I trust you. Well, it is because you are kind, loving, and harbor strong feelings for me. An individual with such passionate emotions must be willing to take great care of their partner, wouldn't you agree? Your cheeks have turned quite red. You are quite pretty when you blush. Perhaps that should be another reason I trust you. An attractive person can be comforting to be around as well. Huh? I'm blushing too. That is strange. Could it be... my apologies. I must be slightly intoxicated from the drink I had earlier. Since I am not driving, I assumed this would be a good time to try it. Indeed, I took a taxi here. They were a little confused when I told them I was meeting with my future spouse, but I believe they took me as someone who's merely confident. I believe it's strange when people think our marriage is uncertain. Yes, I suppose it can be a little shocking when I word it that way. Is it possible that I disturbed their driving with such a remark? That is understandable. I will refrain from commenting on our predestined marriage to others in the future. Now, shall we eat? The food here is very good. You wish to feed me? I assume this is another romantic trope that you plan to use on me. No, I am not nervous. I have simply been watching my figure for the past few weeks. However, it would be very cute if I took a bite of something you offered me. Very well. You may pick up a piece of food from my plate and place it into my mouth. That should be adequate. You are selecting the dark one. You should know I have low tolerance towards vegetables. Out of all the things on my plate, you chose something I would not enjoy. Though I did say I would take a bite since it would be cute. So be it. I truly do despise the taste of this vegetable. But I think you are satisfied. If I receive the opportunity to feed you something, I will be sure to return the favor. I'm aware vegetables are good for me, but that does not mean I like the taste. Foods I do like. Well, I have a sweet tooth, so I enjoy anything that has a noticeable amount of sugar. And I like when my drinks are served with a similar flavor. For example, when I ordered the mixed drink earlier, the vodka they used was raspberry flavored. That is the main reason why I drank it so quickly. Oh, well, if this means you're willing to order dessert, then I would like ice cream. It would help get the taste of broccoli out of my mouth. I am very much aware that I said I was watching my figure. However, ah, never mind. I understand. You're teasing me. Well, if that is all, I would still like to go home with you. After paying the bill, we can leave. Unless, due to the weather outside, it may be better to go to a hotel nearby. Driving in rainy conditions doesn't sound good, does it? Then it is settled. We'll go to a hotel together. Please drive carefully in the rain. I am really happy to accompany you. The moments we spend in the car will be time well spent. I have talked to the receptionist. We have a room for tonight. It's a deluxe suite, since I wanted to sleep comfortably with you. Oh, I wouldn't call it splurging. They had a lot of suites available. It wasn't hard at all to acquire that place, and my wallet would be just fine. Shall we enter the hotel room? Just as I suspected, there is only one bed in this room. Alongside that, it is fairly clean, well maintained, and upholds a decent amount of feng shui. I am very pleased with our sleeping arrangement. We should thank the receptionist in the morning. Yes, I requested for only one bed. Is one bed not sufficient for two lovers? Considering how we could both share each other's body heat, then fall asleep blissfully. It seems ideal for both parties involved. You are nervous, aren't you? That is a reasonable feeling. It'll be my first time with another person as well. I haven't slept in the same room as someone aside from my parents, from when I was a child. It's been me all on my lonesome ever since. But our bond provides something familiar, a sense of longing, and also a sense I would like to share with you. Night, I don't believe I could sleep without you by my side. I can barely fathom it. We shall start simple, like sitting together on the bed. When I am closer to you like this, I am infatuated with you once more. It is similar to when we first met. You are adorable. I had already known about your looks, but up close. Yes, you really are. Thank you for pulling at the blanket. I could hardly notice how cold I felt. And now you're coming closer to me. That's very nice. Excuse me for yawning. I'm beginning to doze off. Perhaps we should... So you've grown accustomed to this too. I'll rest my head along your chest. Could you hold me? Very gently, as if I were fragile. I believe it to be comforting. I feel a little strange. Like it's all so familiar, but I've never been able to understand it. But I do like it. I'm certain about that. Your heartbeat is so easy to hear in this position. I love the way it sounds when you're near me. I guess it should go without saying that you like this as well. The look on your face is very peaceful. You want to try spooning? How delightful. Just a moment, I'd like to be in position. I was anticipating this for a while. This is why I requested one bed for us, and it appears to have paid off. It's a lovely position. This warmth, alongside the rain tonight, should be perfect for rest. Kinship is something I've been researching in my free time. It makes us both feel good, doesn't it? So I'll continue to look for better cuddling methods. My plan is to try a different one each night. I'd like to hope this makes me an acceptable partner in bed. You already think I'm perfect. Even though I have doubts about my own capabilities, your approval is more than enough to make me feel something. Thank you. What am I doing? Compensating you. I wouldn't let your sweet compliments go unrewarded. I read that most people like when their hair is touched. This is a way of seeing if you fall into that category. Aside from that, playing with your hair is quite fun. It is good that you think it's cute. I am struggling to remain awake, so I will wish you a good night. Sleep well for me.